This is lesson 6 in the web design unit for code.org. We're going to see it's starting to style with CX or CSS coding. So what we're going to do on this one is we're going to add our style sheet, which is referred to as CSS. And we have different CSS codes that we're going to look through this time. We can see here different text coloration, families, colors, and those types of things. So what we're going to do is we're going to make our way over to the second bubble. And what we're going to see on this second bubble is a sample website. We're going to open this one in a new tab. And what you're going to see is it took the existing text, like we learned to write, paragraphed and headered. And now we can see that there's some color, there's some italicized, there's some underlining. And the way this is done in HTML coding is by adding a CSS style sheet to it. So as we can see here in bubble 3 now, we had our index HTML, which we've learned how to write in. And then we see this style CSS here. The way we add a CSS sheet is by clicking here, but they've already preloaded one for us. But you can see this open header and this closed header tag. Now, we have something new in here. We have this link relationship reference in there. So what we're going to do is we are going to link our style sheet to our HTML page. The way we do that is our open angle bracket link rel equals, then inside of our quotation marks, what are we going to be linking here, or what's the relationship? Well, we're going to add a style sheet. Then it's asking us, what are we going to reference? Our H reference equals the name of our style sheet here. Again, we could name this anything. This just happens to be named style.css. The .css is the file extension on that. So if we come here to our index and our style, we can flip between our two sheets here, our two files. One is our .html file, and the other is our .css file. So if I go to our CSS file, what you're going to see is we have some rules here. We have this thing, color, blue, text align, center. And we can see it took our heading 1 in our open brackets here, and it made it blue, and it centered it on the page. So again, what we are defining here is all our H1s will be blue with our curly bracket or brace as it's called. We have that open one. Our code is color, blue, and you can tell if I change this to orange, it would change that to orange as well. I'm going to leave it as blue just for the sake of this. And you can see our H2 header here, which is text align, so we're right justifying it on our page, and we changed our color to red. So as we move on in this problem, they're asking us, I believe they're just asking us to identify. Yep, they're just asking us to identify. So as we go to bubble 4, actually it's bubble 5, they're asking us to change the color of our header here that's in red. So we can see that we have linked, it's still linked to our indexed HTML file, our style sheet is. So we're going to come over to style, our header 1, which is our open curly Q bracket, closed curly Q, or what they're called as braces. We can see our color code right there. And I can change this to, again, anything I really want. I'm just going to go with the purple. And again, code.org gives you options, and we'll learn how to program exact colors later using a RGB mix. So we've basically completed what they've asked to us in lesson 6, bubble 5.